What to look out for in every game on UEFA Champions League Matchday 2. We take a look at all the matches as the league phase of this season's UEFA Champions League continues. The new-look UEFA Champions League phase continues with all 36 teams in action across 2 days on Matchday 2. Inside UCL looks over all the fixtures and picks out the important stats and key storylines for the matches on the 1st and the 2nd of October. This video features Wednesday's fixtures. Please do well to watch the video on Tuesday's fixtures if you are yet to. You can find it on our channel or click on the info card icon showing at the top right corner. Let's get into it. Shakhtar Donetsk vs Atalanta. Mykola Matvienko was philosophical after Shakhtar began their campaign with a goalless draw against Bologna. I cannot say that we are fully satisfied, but if we assess the game in general, the result is probably natural, said the defender. A 0-0 draw is a good start in the Champions League. We want, at least, to get to the zone of teams fighting for the playoffs. The Pitmen face another Italian team next, and another outfit who were involved in a Matchday 1 stalemate in which they spurned a penalty to take the points. Neither side has truly hit their stride yet, but both have proven domestically that, when everything clicks, they are difficult to keep at bay. Did you know, Shakhtar are without a win in their last 9 UEFA competition matches against Italian teams. 4 draws, 5 losses. Their last victory was a 2-1 defeat of Atalanta in Milan during the 2019-2020 Champions League group stage. Girona vs Feyenoord. Girona came agonizingly close to a draw at Paris on their competition debut, and coach Mitchell was full of praise for his charges. "I think we gave a good account of ourselves," he said. "We're a humble club, it's our first appearance in the Champions League and we were up to the task. This game will serve as a learning curve. We'll pick up points little by little. I'm convinced that we'll be competitive in each match." Feyenoord equally need to learn quickly and clear their heads following a 4-0 defeat against Leverkusen on Matchday 1. Goalkeeper Tijmen Wellenreuther was keen to find positives after that game, saying, "We had chances but didn't score. We didn't actually play badly with the ball." Feyenoord have lost their last 4 Champions League matches. Did you know? Aston Villa vs Bayern München. There was certainly an element of fate when Villa were drawn to play Bayern in their first home game in this competition since 1983, the English club having famously lifted the trophy a year earlier by beating Bayern 1-0 in the Rotterdam showpiece. Unai Emery's side showed they are eager to make up for lost time as they eased past Young Boys 3-0 on Matchday 1, a result which left Yuri Tielemans already looking forward to their next challenge. "Every game's going to be really tough," said the midfielder. "This new format means everything's going to be really important. It's going to go down to the details at the end of the 8 games. It's going to be up to us to impose our game. Bayern certainly imposed themselves last time out, becoming the first team to score 9 goals in a Champions League match, excluding qualifying. Bayern are unbeaten in a competition record 41 league phase or group stage matches in the Champions League. 37 wins, 4 draws, since a 3-0 defeat against Paris in September 2017. Did you know? GNK Dynamo vs Monaco. Monaco coach Adi Hutter was delighted with his young side after they earned one of the standout results of Matchday 1, a 2-1 success at home to Barcelona. "I'm really proud," he said, "especially with the likes of Elias Benseghir, who is 19, Magzak Liush, who was playing his first game in the competition, and Lamine Camara, who is 20. This is the way we want to go here at Monaco." While the French outfit have set out their stall, GNK Dynamo are going back to the drawing board, having parted company with coach Sergej Jakirovic after their 9-2 defeat at Bayern. Sandro Perkovic has taken over as interim coach and is raring to go, saying, "The beauty of sport is that it gives you a new opportunity to get up from the floor, dust yourself off and start winning again." Monaco were without a win in 14 matches in the Champions League proper before that triumph against Barcelona. Did you know? Liverpool vs Bologna. Liverpool made a successful return to the competition with their win at Milan on Matchday 1, and captain Virgil van Dijk was quick to outline how Arne Slot's men intend to build on that victory. It sounds very easy, but the consistency, he said. You have to stay fit, you have to do everything in your power to be ready for the next game, whether you start or not, and you have to feel part of winning games. The Reds scored twice with headers in that match, one from a free kick, the other from a corner, and Bologna coach Vincenzo Italiano has pinpointed that as an area for improvement for his side. We've got to grow and improve in the final third, he said. We've also got to make more of set-play situations. Liverpool have won 12 of their last 13 league phase or group stage matches in the Champions League. One loss. Did you know? Lille versus Real Madrid. With 10 men on the pitch, Lille lost 2-0 at Sporting CP on Matchday 1, though defender Alexandro refused to despair. We took a lot of positives from this game, despite the defeat. We had a defensive error that complicated the game. Further mistakes would be advised as the reigning European champions visit France, though Madrid were perhaps flattered by their 3-1 scoreline against Stuttgart last time out. We are still seeking our best version of ourselves, said coach Carlo Ancelotti. Will they find it at the Stade Pierre Mauroy? Lille have lost just once in 8 home meetings with Spanish clubs in UEFA club competition, winning twice and drawing the other 5 games. Did you know? Leipzig versus Juventus. Leipzig conceded late in losing at Atletico de Madrid, leaving midfielder Arthur Vermeeren keen to make amends back in Germany. We are a young group with young players and these are the moments we need to learn from, and in the next game make sure we win, he said. The 19-year-old Kenan Yıldız's finish was the highlight of Juventus' 3-1 success against PSV, meanwhile, but coach Thiago Motta expects an even better performance in their first meeting with Leipzig. The PSV result is a good way to start the competition, he explained. Now we just have to keep it up and improve on a lot of things. Juventus have won 3 of their last 5 games in Germany. 1 draw, 1 loss, including 2-0 wins in their 2 most recent visits. Did you know? Sturm Graz versus Club Brugge. We were unlucky with some chances, but in the end we conceded 2 easy goals, Sturm captain John Gorank Stankovic said as he reflected on his team's 2-1 opening night loss at Brest. The Austrian champions will need to be sharper if they are to get the better of their Belgian counterparts in Klagenfurt. Nicky Haynes' Club Brugge buckled late against Dortmund, conceding all 3 goals in a 3-0 loss after the 75th minute, and goalkeeper Simon Mignolet was left feeling frustrated. We have to persevere for the next match, he said. Sturm's last Belgian visitors were Anderlecht in the 2011-2012 Europa League group stage. The Brussels side won 2-0. Did you know? Benfica versus Atletico de Madrid. These teams have met twice before, both winning 2-1 in their away fixtures in the 2015-2016 Champions League group stage. Bruno Lage's Benfica braved a typically full-blooded home crowd to earn a 2-1 win at Crines Vesta in their opening fixture, and can expect intimidating opponents again, with Atleti fighting fit after coming back from 1-0 down to beat Leipzig 2-1 on Matchday 1. We started with a defensive slip-up, said Jose Maria Jimenez, the Spanish side's match winner in that game. But the team didn't stop fighting and believing. Diego Simeone's Atleti lost 4-1 to Real Madrid after extra time at the Estadio dos El Benfica in the 2014 Champions League final. Did you know? And that wraps up what to look out for in every game on UEFA Champions League Matchday 2. Please remember to like, share and subscribe if you find value in our contents. Leave a comment as well. This is Inside UCL.